what's good? Be so savage. Let me let in TikTok. Okay. And there we go. All right, all right, all right. How is everyone today? Glad to be back. For those of you that didn't see, on YouTube, I posted a video. I did a live yesterday about the summer solstice meditation that I did. Okay, so if you want to see what came out, good morning, my loves. Okay, so let me say, yesterday was the solar eclipse. I did a meditation as I do every year. And then I come on and I talk about what Spirit showed me. It did not go on TikTok because it was over an hour long, okay? But you guys can head over to my page if you are interested in seeing what came out in the yearly meditation. Good morning, cheerfully sweet. So we're going to get into the elements as usual. Before I start with any particular element, I am going to start with the energy for the collective. Good morning. Okay, so I'm going to start with that, guys. Okay, we're going to get the energy for the collective for this weekend, and then we'll get into the individual elements. Okay, Spirit, I really need to clean up my desk because I have a lot going on over here. And I need some space. Okay. Spirit, can you show me? Good morning, Samantha. Can you show me what's going on, please? Good morning. Thank you for following, Scott. Spirit, can you show me? You got waterfall persistence, okay? So, I'm hearing pressure. Okay, I'm hearing pressure. I'm hearing there may be something that you are wondering if you should be continuing. It could be something that the collective is feeling a little tired. Okay, a lot of people felt tired after this new moon. Good morning. Spirit, can you show me? Diamond radiance. Okay, so I feel like this tiredness or the anxiety, some people felt energized by it. Could be, you could be feeling a little low on the tank. Okay, like you ever get a burst of energy? For those of you who had the burst of energy, you ever get a burst physically, emotionally, spiritually? Okay, owl intuition. A lot of yous right now are questioning something. Questioning maybe if you heard what you heard, or is it what you think it is? Like maybe your guides showed you something. You got an intuition about something, but the outside's not matching yet, and you're not sure. Okay, earth, home. If something is what it says it is, and community, honeybee. So this feels like some of yous, good morning, my love. Some of yous could be in a new place, right? We've been talking about the timeline shift, right? You could be around new people. You don't know, like, you know, do I know these people like that? Is everybody in this new situation reliable, right? Thank you for following. But for others of yous, you could be transitioning to something new with the same people that you've had around you. You could feel a shift within this circle. You could be wondering if what you think you're seeing or what you feel or what was shown to you is correct. because it could mean that there is it doesn't feel like Judas. It feels more like a weak link under pressure. All right, Spirit, anything else from this deck before I start moving into the elements? Eagle vision. And Spirit saying to trust your sight. And this is going to apply for all the elements. This could be a season, you know, we have Saturn in retrograde in Pisces. Am I seeing what I think I see? Right? So if you're not trusting something outside, it's also indicative of not trusting your own discernment. So there could be, you know, for all of the elements, because what I find is that usually when something's highlighted in the general energy, it's coming out for all the elements, but in a different aspect, right? So there's something about this season, blessed be my love, something about this season that the energy is like learning to trust what you see, what you hear, whatever heightened sense. If you guys been watching me, you know I've been talking about heightened senses. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the elements, guys. Drop your elements. Let's see who's in the house, who's going first. That was just the general for everybody. Okay, so there's something that we're feeling that we need to pay mind to. Okay, I'm seeing fire, I'm seeing air. Fire, water. Hi, my love. Earth, water, fire, water. I'm getting a lot of water and a lot of fire. All right, let's go with water. Water, let's go. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, to the front, please. Okay, let me just make a little space here. Ain't no air in here. Let's go. Water signs, please. Okay, Pisces in the house, Cancer's in the house. Spirit, can you show me? What does my water signs need to know, please? They need to know. We have Hubba Hubba, and it says, you know that dreamy look of deep, soulful love you've sometimes seen in the eyes of another as they gazed into your own? Expect a lot more of it. Okay, woo-hoo, right? Why do I feel like my water signs are feeling uncomfortable by some type of attention? Okay, so you have, there's a deeper reason for each of your questions. Seek it. So like I said, there's something on a collective that you may be questioning versus your intuition. Now for the water signs and this hubba hubba, you could be questioning somebody's authenticity in regards to how they're moving in regards to you. Okay, some of you could feel like somebody right now is laying it on thick. Okay, or they're doing the opposite, like they've pulled away. Okay, so I'm getting the flip of the thing, but either side that is on, it's like extreme of that. Okay, it's not like in the middle. Okay, so maybe that's what it is. It's very it's oscillating from one end to the other. Okay, fire and ice. Okay, that's a song I think by Tina Marie and Rick James. I'm not sure, but I think so. Okay. All right. Hello, my love. All right. So you got forgive here. And it says, of course, anger can always be justified, but then so can forgiveness. Just depends on how much more you want from the adventure. Go for the gob, sign the universe. All right. So this hot and cold is coming from somebody who you feel has done you wrong. Or they've done, like, in other words, like on the regular, it may feel cold, right? Like it's the extreme. And then when they're like in hot water, what's good, Stephanie? When they're like in hot water, they go to the other extreme where it's like all, you know, sugar and spice and everything nice, and it makes you feel like, what is the real? Okay, peace and prosperity, King. Right? What is the real? Right? Is this real person's character when they're an asshole? Or when they're being lovey-dovey? Okay? I feel like you're starting to question, is it you, by what you see, because it vacillates so wildly. This person could also like rewrite shit. So let's say you're like, so, you know, today you're like all lovey-lovey. What was wrong with you yesterday? You had a fucking attitude. And they're like, I didn't have an attitude yesterday. So it's like, it kind of makes you question some shit, right? Are you seeing what you're seeing? Thank you, my love, for the roses. And let me just say, guys, if I should miss a gift that you give me, please, I a lot of the time I'm channeling, and I may not even see it, okay? But I greatly appreciate it, and I thank you in advance, okay? All right, you've got time, okay? And it says, ever wonder what would make life's fleeting pain and sorrow totally and unquestionably worth it? How about living forever, wildly in love and loved wildly? You have so much to look forward to in the universe. So with this extreme high and low, you're trying to read the response or the genuineness of somebody. Friend, family, lover, right? And Spirit's telling you, rather than trying to discern what their real intent is, you need to discern what your real desire is. Okay? Do you desire to be in that frequency, in that situation? Love, come down. Oh, you make my love come down. Make it come all the way down. Right? So it's like, it's this up and down. And you got to decide what, because it's like you want to see if what you're seeing is real so you could determine how you should move. And Spirit's like, it's in reverse. You need to determine how you want to be, what you want to have around you, and then set that standard so that you can receive that. Because in an essence, it's kind of like giving your power away because you're waiting to respond accordingly. Spirit also said you might be saying things like, well, you know, I match whatever energy you match. Right? Hola, my love. Okay? So, like, I'll match the enemy with, I'll match the energy with the energy I'm given. But that still is a reactionary state. And Spirit is telling you to come into your own space and determine what it is that you want. So that way you could receive more of that. Because in essence, when whatever position or frequency we hold is what we call to us. So if you're waiting for this person to determine, you know, like their sincerity, thank you for the love, guys. if you're waiting to determine your sincerity or the way you respond to something based on, you know, how they react, then you're still, you know, letting them set the tone. In other words, Spirit saying. Okay? Thank you, Stephanie, for the rose. You understand? All right, so we're going to get you guys some tarot. We're going to take a deeper look. All right, so Spirit's asking you, right? Rather than, hey, Candy, rather than waiting in some aspect, you know, to determine how you should respond, that you need to be deciding what energy it is that you okay, Spirit, can you show me? What else does Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio need to know at this time? Hey, JJ. Okay, so you've got the World, the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the Page of Wands. Anything else? And the Death card crossed. Okay, so Chariot at the bottom of the deck, okay? So you have the World here. You know, in the pre-shuffle for the general collective, you had the Eagle vision, right? And Spirit has showed you something, water signs. Okay, the mist is cleared. There was something that was confusing to you. When the dust settled, Spirit said, when the dust settled, because there was a reactionary type of energy, but when the dust settled, there was a realization about something. All right, let's get a deck to clarify. Spirit, why is this World card here for my water signs? Can you show me? I need to get another one of these decks. This deck, it is beat the fuck up, but it's one of my favorites. Spirit, why is this World card here? Can you show me? Okay. So something ended. Hello, my love. Something ended, but you didn't see it. Okay? I feel like you being this owl per se, standing on top of the world, it's like something reached its apex. There was not, it could be work or anything, but it was something where there was no room to grow anymore. The Empress, but yet there's a need to birth something new. With the Sun. There's also, you know, a subconsciously, or, you know, when I look at the bottom of the deck, I'm looking at the underlying energy. All right. It's also about you, you know, this waiting, and the Empress is always pouring into other people. And the waiting is telling you, like, well, when do you pour into yourself, right? With the Sun, there's an illumination here about you knowing your worth, or not waiting to have watched me before. But the Empress whispers, she creates an idea, and she whispers it to the Emperor, whether this is your divine feminine and divine masculine within, or like when you're dealing with a counterpart, male or female, right? So the Empress energy creates a concept, an idea, and she whispers it to the Emperor, and the Emperor builds it. Okay, so the Empress is here at the bottom of the deck with the Sun. Okay, there's like a need to recognize something about your own spiritual growth on the hermit journey. All right, with the World over here, talking about you having an apex and not being able to move up further, and you needing to recognize that wherever situation, whatever, whether this is at work or whatever, there was no more room to grow there. Okay, but maybe you can't see that, or this just transpired. Spirit, can you show me why the Page of Pentacles is also here for my water signs, please? Right? With the Three of Pentacles, There was an opportunity in the past to work with somebody, but it hit a wall with the Three of Pentacles. Something wasn't functioning in the proper way, okay, anymore, or it never did, okay? So in other words, like you could have been futilely fighting for something and banging your head against the wall, or something that was functioning somewhere out of nowhere, the collaboration, Three of Pentacles crossed, it hit a fucking wall, and it brought an opportunity like to a stop. Okay, to move forward, the Death card shows up, okay? Meaning that something has to be transformed with the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups being here, there could have been an event, okay? When I said to you guys the intuition event, okay? With these cups, it could have been an event that has something to do with alcohol, okay? But that caused a realization, okay? About a Ten of Pentacles, about like a family family generational wealth legacy, like something that was built and how much work it still needs, or if it's able to work. Thank you guys for all the shares. I greatly appreciate y'all. I really do. Okay, so there's something here about something changing and it reaching like as far as it could go. Now, I feel like you might have been in the energy of like trying to hold on to something, repair something. It's not over between you and me. It's not over. Don't want to be free, right? Knight of Swords, Spirit. Why is this Knight of Swords also here for my water signs? Can you show me, please? Right? But an argument, a disagreement, hey, my love, some kind of fucking situation that was caused by this friction in this collaboration came out with the Star and with this World card here. It's like it's serving a higher purpose, okay? It is to move you forward, like to break the glass ceiling. Remember I said there's like a limit, right? You hit a limit. There was nowhere to grow there, right? So think of it as being bust out, okay? This is still water. Yeah, being bust out of a situation. What's good, Dominique, right? It's like being bust out of a situation. You understand? Now, when you got bust out of this situation, you might not have really fully understood what the fuck was going on because you got the tool. Spirit, thank you for the heart, me, and thank you for all the love, guys. When I be channeling, sometimes I don't see it, okay, but don't think that I don't appreciate it. You got the Page of Wands with the Six of Wands coming out cross, okay? Somebody, you wanted something to work. Okay, you could have been trying to fix something for quite some time, or not recognizing that there was a limit put in a situation. I feel like some event happened that caused this to come to a catalyst moment. Somebody took, I'm still on water right now. Somebody took some action that wasn't well thought out with that Page of Wands. It was kind of immature or reactive. This caused a Six of Wands, a victory, or to be halted, okay? Or positive attention turned to negative attention, or like it caused a stop, okay? Why? And then I feel like you may have responded. Remember I said that there was I'll match your energy with my energy. Remember I said that, water signs, if you guys are water signs and you're just coming in, this is also up on YouTube. You can see it from the beginning, right? So it's like when whatever happened, whatever was shown to you, whatever energy was given to you that you took as negative, which it may have been negative, but it was definitely a realization with this Star card and the Knight of Swords. It was something Spirit wanted you to see. Hey, Pooh, so you recognize something. And the way that you felt like this restricted you, you responded in kind. Page of Wands with the Page of Wands, meaning your reaction to it was not great. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. And then that was the second realization. That's when you realize that something was no longer growing. So not initially, but after a situation had devolved in the way that you responded in said kind energy was the realizing, was the point you realized something. Okay, so you have here the death card coming out cross. Spirit, can you show me why that is? Thank you guys for all the love. Thank you. Hell yeah. Right? And the reason why it transformed, because remember, I said something about the water signs needing to decide what frequency they wanted, and rather than waiting, thank you for the rose, rather than waiting for somebody to like show them the energy, right? So that way you could respond in kind. Spirit wanted you to choose the energy that you wanted to be in vibration in. Okay? And that kind of like, if had you done that, it would have meant you had to transform something. So underneath, so while you were waiting for this person to like show you what energy they were in, it was because you didn't want to make a realization about the reality of a situation. And because of that, you end up in Empress in reverse energy. It blindsided you, but it blindsided you because you didn't want to see it. Sorry, water signs, okay? And now it's like, now that it has occurred, okay, it's bringing you full circle to all the red flags. And then here's the Hierophant crossed, okay? The Hierophant, oh, I'm sorry, the High Priestess. Again, where I started, it made you question your intuition, right? But in the base of it is that Spirit's trying to show you that you knew this. You knew this, but it was like you didn't want to see it because then it meant that you had to act on that. So it was easier to wait until this person showed you the energy they were in, and then you would say, well, I'm gonna match their energy with the energy they give me, right? But then that also puts you in the Eight of Swords, where you're constantly waiting, okay? And in your head, okay, the Tower, right? It just makes the situation devolve, right? Under both, on the bottom of the deck and this deck, is the Chariot. It's time to move on from a situation, and you decide the frequency you want to be in, and waiting to respond to somebody else's actions is what Spirit is saying. This could be friend, family, or lover, guys. Friend, family, or lover. Okay? So you have wealthy man, distant horizons, gift, and main male. Concern. Right? So what I was saying to you in the beginning was that there was an energy of like somebody going hot and cold on you. Friendship with eternal love, right? So this person, let's say there's a dynamic, okay, because we had the Three of Cups before, and we had the friendship card with three people. We also had the, what was the other three? The Three of Pentacles. So there could be three people in this situation. Let's say that there's three people in this situation, right? One person feels like they have some power. Them misusing a power could have cost you something, or you're wondering if there's still eternal love in that, okay? Triumph, okay? This person could like power and want to win all the time. This could make them go the hot and cold. They use affection, okay? And then you being a water sign, this triggers you. It makes you not know how to respond. Real estate and homelessness, okay? Now, some of yous, I'm going to keep it a fucking buck. Some of yous are worried about financial situations, and if this is the right time for you to leave, you got the right stuff, baby, right? So it could be a situation where you're recognizing that you need to take your power back in a situation, but you didn't prepare for it when you first saw the signs. So now, like, it's like feeling like you're caught with your pants down, like you're not ready. Um, Financially, you should proceed. Spirit, can you show me why is this gift here? Okay, with origin and then nightmare, okay? Yes, he totally supported me financially, but I left anyway. Right. So sometimes we have to prioritize what's important, okay? Everybody's is going to be different, right? But you have the gift, the origin, and the nightmare coming out crossed, right? For some of yous, I'm getting like, you know, you end up leaving a situation that you are recognizing wasn't so healthy, but then it means that you have to go back to another situation that's not healthy. Like, let's say you didn't get greatly along with your parents and you're gonna have to stay there for a minute, and you're just thinking about the anxiety that that will cause. You may feel like you don't have great options right now, because you didn't prepare. You didn't prepare. Right? So the main male is here, and this is male or female, guys, okay? You see hesitation, okay? Robbery and indulgence, okay? So I feel like, you know, this person, male or female, may also feel like you're not going anywhere, because why would you? Because how could you? Okay, Grand Rising, my love, okay? So I feel like they feel like everything's okay, and that you'll hesitate, and they can get away with murder and, you know, indulgence, and you'll just have to like deal with them, okay? But you kind of feel lonely in this whole situation, okay? And here's the alliance card and family, okay? You got peoples, okay? You may not necessarily be acknowledging that, because it, you know, you're over here waiting to see how this person's energy is responding to you. But Spirit is reminding you, okay? I am at the end of water. Spirit is reminding you to stop like trying to wait to see what this person's really, you know, what their true intent, what you want to have, what, and then be that frequency, rather than waiting for this person to show you, okay, how you should respond. Like, what does that have to do with anything? Okay, I have not done fire yet. Water was the first, okay? So I'm just trying to explain to you, not trying to come down on you guys roughly. I'm just saying, like, decide what it is you want and then be in that frequency, okay? Because waiting on somebody else is kind of making them feel like they have the upper hand, okay? So that's what I have for my water signs. Let's see who else is in the house. Drop your element, please. I see earth. Earth, you're welcome. Fire, earth. Fire, fire. You're welcome. Fire. Fire. Air. Fire, fire. Fire it is, guys. Let's get into fire. Spirit, can you show me what's going on with my Aries, Leo, Sag? Okay, if you guys could please follow, okay? Please follow and help me grow. That would be greatly appreciated. Spirit, can you show me what does... And I knew I wanted to say something. I'm glad. Thank you, Spirit. So yesterday, while I'm shuffling real quick, I did a meditation. It's up on YouTube, okay? I do a meditation on the solar eclipse summer solstice every year, and I get downloads about what's gonna come, okay? I haven't done the air signs yet, okay? So I gotta tell you, some of my like regulars, they got messages, individual messages, right? Now let me, why am I telling y'all that? Okay, because there was like 8 people who got individual messages. Okay? Because if I get a message for you, I'm not charging you. Okay? You book a reading with me and I'll read for you. okay? These scammers that go into people's chats and they pretend to be me and a lot of other readers, they go in there and they tell you that they have a message for you and then they want you to pay them, okay? If I ever come into your box cold, like, yo, I got a message for you, I'm not charging you because Spirit told me to tell you that, okay? So if you ever see a message from me and they're talking about, just pay me this, it's a fucking lie. Because if Spirit had a message out of nowhere for you, it would be free of charge. Dead ass. Okay? And my regulars, my YouTube people, they know that. They know that. My Patreon group, I'm sure if you was to talk to them, they would tell you, yo, she be giving us mad shit. Free of charge. Okay? So don't believe that shit. Okay? If you book with me, are you going to pay for the reading? Absolutely. Because my spirit guides, they're going to give you all the tea. And my time is valuable. But I will never jump in. My name of my YouTube channel is the same as it is here. It's Lovelee Soul Empress, okay? On all the sites, you'll see me under the same name, okay? I just want you guys to know that. Okay? So I'm just telling you, and Mr. J, I did not send you a message, okay? I did not send you a message. I just want you guys to be aware, all right? If they ask you for anything, it's a fucking lie, all right? So, all right, so let's get back to fire. Spirit, can you show me what does my fire gang need to know? Okay? Good morning, my love. Okay, so keep it simple. Comes out first. All right? Old souls use words very sparingly, except, of course, for I, love, thank you, wow, now, and cool. Wow, I love you now. Sign the universe. P.S. Which sounds much better. Which sounds much better than wow, now I love you. Okay? So I'm going to say it again because I know that I kind of butchered that. Old souls use words very sparingly, except, of course, for I, love, thank you, wow, now, and cool. Wow, I love you now, the universe. P.S., which sounds much better, sounds much better than wow, now I love you. In other words, mind your words. Sequence is important. Also, Spirit said, don't rewrite the past. What's good, Tammy Rowe? Don't rewrite the past, okay? We often have a way of wanting to like, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? But my mind's playing tricks on me, right? We'll put it 3, 2, 5, 7, 8, right? Because it would be easier to swallow that way. So what do I mean by that? Let's say, talking to the ladies for a second, but fellas do this shit too. Fire, right? Let's say you meet a dude, or you meet a prospective partner, male or female, doesn't matter, right? I don't care what you're doing, right? So you meet somebody. You feel instant connection. You end up, hooking up in the first 2 days, right? It's going hot and heavy for 3 months, right? Then this person starts exhibiting things that you were not necessarily in touch with. Like you didn't recognize these things. What? Right? So then what happens is when you start replaying how the shit went down in your head, you're like, I don't know what happened. Where did we go wrong? Everything was Gucci. Right? Like you know, this person was paying me so much attention, right? But were they? Because you didn't have enough of a window of time to make an honest judgment. It feels good, right? Not to say, and I ain't judging shit. Sometimes it has to be, you need to be regenerated by love in some sense, right? Okay. But if you attach in your mind that all that juiciness and like energetic exchange happened after consummation of a relationship, and that it was more like a chemical reaction, perfect combination, then it really was based on events, right? Give yourself much more credit, and it says a stranger than strange preponderance to ponder. Those in great relationships aren't always those who are good at relationships, and those in challenging relationships aren't always those who are bad at relationships. Oh, see, wow, even though I use preponderance ineptly, this one is really good. Please ponder, sign the universe. Right? I feel like what Spirit is trying to say, thank you for the gift, my love. Thank you for the bear. You can't judge a situation by the prior situation or by what's normally happens, right? I'm going to give you an example. Hey, my love, let's say that normally, you know, you don't rush in. Fools rush in, right? And this one particular person came in. I'm on fire right now. I'm on fire, right? And all of a sudden, this person came in. It was like a chemical reaction, right? All fucking like barriers down, all boundaries down. Like it just boom, right? So like you may feel like a fish out of water. Like, well, I'm not used to this. I'm not used to I'm usually I'm fire. I'm usually drawing with my heat. Right? But this time, it's like you're the one moth to the flame, burned by the fire. My love is blind. Can't you see my desire? Right? That's the way love goes. That's the way love goes. You are adored, right? And it says, don't be fooled by the players and don't be fooled by yourself. There's no one more lovable nor loved than you. And I know everyone precious, sign the universe, right? So and then it had you fucked up. Remember I was saying the pre-shuffle got you wondering if what you're seeing is real. That was the general for everybody. And I said that was going to apply to all of the elements. In your case, it got you questioning, like, do I still got it? Like, how the fuck did I end up here? I'm usually the one who's like putting down the boundaries or drawing, and you're wondering why you feel drawn, what's going on here, right? You can't figure it out if it's you or if it's them. Do something new, do something different. Okay? Howdy, my love. All right, so you got ever notice how it's easier to fall in love and to be fallen in love with when you're busy? Thank goodness I'm you, sign the universe, right? So also, it kind of snuck up on you. Okay, it also was a healthy distraction from something. Like I said in the beginning, sometimes we need the fire, we need the love, right? So you needed your cup filled. It felt like you needed your cup filled because something else outside of that situation was going on. So let's say you changed your career, or you left another relationship, or you had somebody pass. It feels like something happened where you were already kind of like shifting into like a new place or new energy, and you had a lot going on. It was like you were building new foundations. Out of nowhere, this person comes. Right? And then you're wondering, like, I'm confused. Usually I'm the one pulling things to me, and I feel pulled. Spirit, anything else before we move on for my fire signs? Okay, so you have here that you have options is meaningful. Rock on. And it says, if I could make just 2 wishes, I'd wish I could somehow convey to you the profound depths of my gratitude for every moment of your life. I'd also wish that you could somehow know of the unimaginable importance, just as you are now, to the lives of so very many. And of course, I wish for even more wishes. Oh, shoot, you were such a good idea. Okay? So something about this kind of zapped your energy. Hey, babes. And it could have even made you feel a little under-desired. Okay, none of my fire signs like that. Okay? You also have out here, sorry for the booby shot. Something was going on with my internet. But it feels like there's something here about their lack of attention or their lack of desire, or the shift in their desire has made you feel vulnerable. Okay? Most people trying to survive, just remember, most people are so beguiled by your charm or by your confidence and inspired by your choices, they simply forget to say thank you, please, I love you like crazy as often as they feel the urge. Let's not be one of those people. Thank you, please, I love you like crazy, the universe. Spirit also wants you to pay mine. Okay? Pay mine, because I feel like, and I'm going to tell you guys, love yous, all right? But you were used to a lot of, who needs to be blocked? Let me see. Okay, I see. Thank you, my love. There we go. All right. So anyway, this, it made you feel like this person wasn't giving you the due attention because you're used to getting the attention, okay? And that it's you. And instead, okay, even if they got something else going on, I feel like what Spirit is saying is like, don't let it fuck with your ego. I got a big ego, such a big ego, right? Because everybody has that one person that they want, like, why you, like, everybody thinks I'm cute. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Right? So it's like the anti. And Spirit's like, breathe. I'm hearing Jay-Z, breathe. I think that's Jay-Z, right? All right, Spirit, can you show me? So don't become a chaser is what Spirit is saying. Don't become a chaser. It's not in your character. Okay, you're feeling a little like fish out of water. Okay, Spirit, show me. Page of Wands. It's making you act a little insecure. I'm not gonna lie. It could have you feeling a little fucking clingy. You're like, this is fucking weird, right? This is weird, right? 6 of Cups, right? You're trying to get that attention back. I got that old thing back, right? But at the same time, you like, can I be, I know it's not that it's backwards, it's that I haven't figured out, I am not a YouTube, or I should say, I'm not an internet savvy person. I know how to make it look right on YouTube, but I haven't figured out how to do it here, okay? Okay, so it feels like you're trying to get back to your old self, Okay, it's like you want their attention, but at the same time you're like, yo, snap out of it. Like, I gotta get my groove back. Stella got my her groove back, right? Like, you're trying to wake up, right? And then the Knight of Swords, right, is coming out cross, right? But it makes you a little snappy because you're annoyed. The Hierophant, you're like, this is not how the structure of shit be going around here. Okay? I also, for the majority of you, this person may have a very demanding job. Like maybe in law enforcement or something, or something where they have to, it could be a government job, right? Where that takes up most of their time. Somebody in here with a cop. And you're like, but I used to go with you places, but now I can't. Spirit, can you show me? Eight of Cups with the Hermit, with the World at the bottom of the deck. Okay? Page of Wands. Spirit, can you show me? Page of Wands with the Three of Cups. You don't bring me flowers anymore, right? You know it's real when the cards bend, right? All right, so the Page of Wands is out here with the Three of Cups, right? You even miss the, like, you miss even the bad behavior. Okay? Because it was like very hot and heavy. So it's like, you know, I'm gonna be a little spicy for a minute, okay? But it's like, you know, let's say this person calls you and they're like, I'm in, you know, you're at work and they're like, I'm in the parking lot. And you're like, what are you doing in the parking lot? Because I know that you have a half an hour break. We're gonna ride around the block. But we got some business to handle. Like, you could have known that was like a bad decision, but it was spicy. It was fun. So it's like all the things. This is fire signs. So it's like all the things that, you know, you even miss that. The shit you know what I'm saying? All right. So it's like Wheel of Fortune, right? Hey, Copenhagen. Get this person's attention back, but at the same time, it makes you feel like I need to get back to myself, because why the fuck am I even worried about what this person's doing? This is not what I normally do. Five of Swords is out here, right? I feel like when you try to bring it back, this person maybe gets a little snippy, because I feel like they're tired of hearing about it. And this person could be like an earth sign, or they could be a sign that is like very solid as a rock, right? So when it comes to things that they got to do, they be all about the business, right? Okay, so they may feel like, why you, I'm on fire. Why we, like, why are we worried about this? Like, we good. Oh, thank you, my love. Thank you. Okay, so you got the Knight of Swords here with the Four of Wands, right? I feel like you want to demand this shit. Like, you're just like, listen, if it's not going to be the way the fuck I'm used to shit being, then I don't want this, because I want peace and harmony, and I'm used to getting a certain level of attention. Hierophant. Okay, some of you could be straight out saying, I want commitment. With the Eight of Cups, and you're like, why? That doesn't even make sense, because normally I'm the quit 'em, hit 'em and quit 'em, or something. It's something like that. Okay, with the Eight of Cups and the Page of Wands, don't put down any demand that you're not willing to back up. I'll say that again, fire signs. Don't put out any demand that you're not willing to back up out of ego. In other words, if we're not going to go to the next level, then I'm out. And you have the absolute right to make that decision should you want to make that decision, but you better mean it. In other words, if you say, well, it's over then, and then they're like, all right, well, then it's over. And then you're the first to fold, they got you. Right? And it feels like you have not had to experience that because you've been always the one that stares down because you're fire. Right? So that's what the thing is that it feels different, right? So the Hermit is here, Spirit. Why? Hermit with the Ten of Wands. And then you might regret making this decision too soon. Not saying that you shouldn't make the decision. Okay, you can make the decision, but you better be sure that you are ready. Okay, because you have here the Hermit. Okay, coming out with the Ten of Wands, because you might not be ready to be alone, right? Or you hadn't thought it all the way out, right? And you really want the collaboration, right? So I'm not saying that the decision isn't right. Okay, you got to make your decision. Your Nine of Cups, what will bring you, you know, real happiness and fulfillment. Especially don't make this decision while you had a lot to drink, because that could lead to a poor outcome. Okay, but I feel like you know, you might put out what it is that you want, like you know, some type of demand, and then don't get it, and then you're afraid to follow through and end up putting yourself out in the cold. Okay, what happens if you're in a situation every day 24/7 and you're trying to find your ex-lady and everybody seems to be doing the talking forward that she don't want to be with you? Then you need to stop looking outside of yourself and heal some things within you, instead of trying to find somebody that doesn't want to at this moment be contacted. You need to work on what it is you need to heal so that you can move forward. Okay, so it feels like there's a thing of overcoming a fear here. Okay, and there's a you know, for some of yous, okay, connect this, that she's making a choice not to be connected. And then when you accept that, okay, when you accept that, it'll be easier. Okay, because if she wants to be involved with you, she would find a way. Okay, all right, so you got the Justice card down here with the Eight of Wands, guys. Be mindful of the communication that you're sending, the signals that you're sending, fire signs, okay? Because I feel like it's a put up or shut up situation. So if you're not ready, take the time to get ready to say your piece. Okay? Let's get you guys a kipper. You have adjudication. Yes, he needs a personal reading because I feel like, and I don't want to, you know, sir, you know, I wish you healing, right? But just the way you feel entitled to just come in here and expect every message to be directly solely to you, okay? That's like a very needy energy, and maybe that's why people are blocking, okay? They feel like she needs protection. You understand? Because it's a bombardment. Okay? Let's see. I'm going to take this one just to see. Oh, no. See, we're not doing that. How do I end that? There we go. Sorry, guys. It said coach, so I thought we were going to talk about something good. But you got adjudication out here. Okay, with toil and labor coming out crossed. This person really can have a demanding career. Okay, and if they've got something big going on at work, I feel like it's very possible that this person, if they're in a season of building their career and you give them an ultimatum, they're going to choose to continue building, okay? All right, so let's get a deck to clarify these. You guys have out here the adjudication card. Adjudication with mask and stress and care. This person could even feel like, you know, you should be supportive to me right now. You know, I got a lot going on, okay? You may feel like it's another reason because you're used to getting more attention, okay? But Spirit's telling you like you're internalizing some kind of stress or you're making a stress be more, okay? I have not done air yet. Spirit, can you show me why is the toil and labor card here with hesitation? Okay, guys, I also feel like you may feel like they're using work or something to avoid taking some sort of action. Could be commitment, okay? With mature man, okay? With mature man, like they're set in their ways. They're giving me earth sign energy, and then courtship, okay? Courtship with gift, marionette, and perseverance. But you feel like they got you waiting. Got me hanging on a string now. Okay? All right, so I feel like you're gonna have to decide whether you feel like this person has you waiting or if it's your ego because you're used to a different reaction from your suitors. Either which way, guys, for my fire signs, Spirit's telling you before you take reactive action, you need to be clear about what it is that you want, because I feel like if you give this person an ultimatum, you know, you're going to have to stand 10 toes down on that, okay? So no outbursts, no, you know, ultimatums right now, okay, until you're sure how it is you want to move forward, okay? All right, be sure of how you want to move forward before you speak, okay? Because you know how they say don't be about it, speak about it, okay? All right, so that's what I have from my fire signs. Okay, we have air and earth left. If you have missed your element, you can head over to YouTube and you will see it there, okay? Let me get these up so we can see. I see earth in the house. I see air, earth, 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 air, 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 air. All right, air signs it is. Spirit, can you show me? What do we have for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius? Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Let's get into it. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, to the front, please. Yeah, if you have any of your big three in Earth, you know, this will be for you too. Spirit, can you show me? So you guys got, there isn't a soul on the planet who doesn't crave your approval. And it says the only difference between a friend and a foe is that you've decided where love can grow, right? So in other words, you might have a falling out with somebody. Okay? And you're deciding whether you want to revisit something or handle it diplomatically or how that should proceed. You also have out here, give yourself much more credit. A stranger than strange. Oh, that one was from before. Okay, Spirit, can you show me? Convince yourself, not others. Okay, and it says, the need to clarify, explain, or justify oneself in a perfect relationship is always self-serving. What's important is knowing that the truth about why you felt the need, because it's often... You might have had a falling out with somebody. Hey, my love. Okay? You had a falling out with somebody. I feel like you're not sure how you should proceed. Okay? I feel like you might have felt the need to over-explain something because somebody's like judging you or seeing you in a light that you don't agree with. I feel like the reason why they're doing this is so that they don't have to look at something about themselves. It's a little bit of projection. So it's like you want to clear your name. Okay? You want to clear your name. But Spirit's like, why do you feel the need to have to clear your name? Everyone is doing their best, and it says there are really only two types of people, those you now love and those you will love until there's only one. Thank you for the follow, my love. Until there's only one type of person, and then you'll probably hit replay. Game of life, right? So it feels like, hey, my love. It feels like here with this, there's only two types of people. I feel like air signs, you usually like to leave it without having an enemy. Okay? Like you may, I don't fuck with you, right? Maybe you don't fuck with them like in the same way you used to, but you like to leave it, you know, relatively good terms. I feel like some situation, the way that it's left right now, you're uncomfortable with that. Spirit is telling you, like, why do you need to go back and like clear your name, right? But it feels like something may not necessarily, like it doesn't mean, yeah, you've got time, right? So it doesn't mean that this is a forever state, but for right now, maybe it's best that you don't. Let's see, okay? You ever wonder what would make life's fleeting pain and sorrow totally, unquestionably worth it? How about living forever wildly in love and loved wildly? You have so much to look forward to. So rather than holding space for situations that maybe you've outgrown, or you know, instead of feeling judged, that it's time to go where there's love to receive. This isn't like the end of the road. Okay? So I feel like you're elevating some type of disagreement or something to give it more importance than it's really needed. Okay? So let's get you guys some tarot and see what Spirit would like to tell you guys. Spirit, can you show me? Show me, please. The Hermit. You may feel alone right now, or somehow like people have turned on you, okay? With the Hermit and the Two of Pentacles, you know, this is like, should I double back? Should I explain? Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups out here, okay? That at one time was very fulfilling. Or you may really want to clear your name, but Spirit may be saying to you, ask yourself why. Six of Pentacles, is it reciprocal, okay? And the Knight of Pentacles, right? Something has stalled, right? And then you have the Six of Wands out here crossed with the Sun. It's time to have a realization about something. We're going to check and see what that is. At the bottom of the deck, you got the King of Pentacles. Spirit feels like there's something about your stability and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, and the Eight of Pentacles. She works hard for the money. So I feel like you've made some change. You're working on something. Okay, I also feel like you've had to put your attention somewhere else or work towards something, or something changed for you. Okay, I feel like there could be some judgment about that, about who do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff, right? So somebody could be judging you about something, or maybe you had to move away from something. And now it feels like you're being judged because of it. It makes you want to double back and clear your name. Okay, I feel like that's, you know, not what you're supposed to be doing right now. You're supposed to be having a realization about the situation. We're going to take a look. Okay, Spirit, why is this Hermit card here for my air signs with the Tower coming out crossed, right? All right, so you got the Hermit here, right? You need to follow the Lantern. I feel like it feels uncomfortable because you didn't want the Tower to fall in this situation or whatever. But it's like change is coming either which way. So you have to move forward. When we get the Tower, it's something that has to happen, okay? And then the Hierophant, okay? So it feels like, sorry guys, it's causing some type of tower, and you don't really want to let it fall because I feel like you've invested a lot of hope and faith in this situation. Okay, it feels like you actually want to just smooth it out with the Page of Cups. Okay, think I better let it go, like apologize or try to explain something or try to make people see that this perspective is not true. Okay, but the Two of Pentacles, okay, you're going back and forth, back, forth and forth. But here's the Two of Swords. You're not seeing something about the situation, about how it is actually in your best interest to just walk away from the anxiety of having to explain something. Five of Cups, okay? Because you may already be mourning the loss of a relationship or something that you're rebuilding something, and then you have somebody judging you on the building. Right? So you already have to concentrate on the actual event or whatever is happening, and then on top of that, you're going to be worried about how others perceive your movement forward. Fuck them. Gonna keep it up, all right? Nine of Cups, right? Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups comes out here with the Page of Pentacles, but you feel like, it is your wish fulfillment to fix something. Hey, my love, right? With the Page of Pentacles here, you want to you want to keep the opportunity going. Temperance, for there to be some type of restoration or some type of reunion, healing of the situation, okay? Right? But here is the Pentacles coming out cross. But what you need to realize is that you're overgiving in some way, okay? I feel like normally you don't normally judge, because air signs like to be more diplomatic, right? So you don't normally judge. So let's say that now you're in a situation where you're the one who's transforming and you need people to support yours, right? But you're not getting that back. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, and something fucking marvelous is about to hit for you, not for nothing. Once you fully accept all this transformation and stop worrying about what other people got, you know, how they feeling about what the fuck is going on with you, you'll see that that was part of it. Like, that's why you had to not care about what this person is or what people are saying, because this is a season of like you being in your truth for what you want, and stop like being less so somebody else could be more, or like so you could get their approval so they're not mad. I'm gonna give you an example. Let's say you and your best friend went to school for law, right? They graduated top 5, you know, you struggled, right? You passed the bar exam, they passed it with flying colors. They got a bigger corporation job, you know, you was working for the city doing prosecutor, right? But now an opportunity falls in your lap where you can open your own office. Now you're going to open your own law firm. This person, you know, is feeling some kind of way because they were always used to being, you know, a little bit ahead in a sense. So that's how they took it, right? So now they could be saying like backhanded things, and you could be feeling some kind of way like, why the fuck is this person, you know, talking shit about me or trying to make me feel bad? So you could say something like, well, you know, you taught me so much. Why do you have to humble yourself to make this person feel comfortable with the transition you're going through? Stop it. Okay? Spirit. Knight of Pentacles is here. Okay, because if you allow them, or if you keep trying to make yourself, you know, not seem braggadocious when it's your turn to brag a little bit, then, you know, the Knight of Pentacles, you slow down what you've been working for so long. Knight of Pentacles, okay, you end up bringing yourself heartbreak, okay, and the Hangman, and this fucking person, thank you so much, my love, this fucking person won't, you know, they're gonna see you the way they want to see you, honey. Because the projection is about how they don't want to see themselves, okay? All right? With the Six of Wands coming out crossed, you have out here the Emperor and the World. So if it's your turn to be the Emperor and the World, right? And have the world as your oyster, you're gonna act like you didn't win so they could feel good. What's good, Tammy? You're gonna act like you didn't win so they could feel good? Really? We cannot lessen ourselves, right? Thank you for the roses, my love. Everybody has a season, okay? Everybody has a season, okay? Maybe this is your season. And when it was their season, you were there cheerleading, right? And you may feel like they're not giving you that same energy. Let me get this card over here, guys. So we have here, you have here the Sun with the Chariot, okay, and the Seven of Wands, okay. I am doing air right now. Okay, I have done fire and water. If you need that, you can go over to my YouTube channel Okay? We're going to have to put Brian in a timeout if he can't just listen to the reading. Okay? So the sun is here with the Chariot. You know why it doesn't resonate for Brian? Because he's a stalker, and he's been stalking that poor girl to the point where his friends, her friends, are protecting her from him. And as you see how he bombarded the chat, okay, since the water signs, he's been bombarding the chat. Okay? Because obviously he's not in control of his emotions, and people around him can see that. It is not a good place to be. Okay? Seven of Wands coming out here crossed. So, air signs, it's time for you to be in the sun. It's your turn to shine. Exactly. Right. And with the Chariot needing to move forward, okay, you're going to have to leave some people behind. And with this Seven of Wands in the upright, this is like defending oneself. But why do you even need to? And even if you did, right? Even if you did, the reality is they may never accept it in the truth, okay? All right? They might not never accept the truth. Okay? Now, here's the thing, because I want to make this clear. I'm going to pull you guys a couple of more wealthy man house. I have done fire, and it is up on YouTube. Yes, some people will only accept the version of their version of reality, even though it's lies. Okay. All right. So let's get a deck to clarify these. Wealthy man, adventure. Right. So things are changing for you guys. Okay, my air signs. Okay, but people around you didn't take it as good news, okay? And it feels like you're uncomfortable because you want, oh, thank you, my love. She said, I'm saying you're fire. Because you like to be diplomatic. You want everybody to be happy, but this ain't that season, air sign, okay? Okay? Now, with the courtship and the readiness, you're ready for things that really align more to you, okay? Instead of worrying about what these people are saying, let's say you went through a breakup, right? And your ex stood with all the friends, right? Instead of you trying to go around and like convince everybody that what your ex said is not true, use this time to get ready for the next relationship, because that shit is right around the corner. Who gives a fuck what they saying? Okay, toil and labor. Okay. I also think that a lot of time when people have breakups, they get very, part of the reason why they stay, I'm talking about relationships that are like 10, 20 years, okay? Like they feel like, well, we can't leave because our lives are merged and they're going to end up with the friends, or what are people going to think? Listen, you're going to not live your best life because you're worried about how somebody else is going to receive how you move it. That's not going to work, okay? So you have out here toil and labor, right? Coming out crossed. right? With merit making. So you're gonna like merit make or try to fix something with people who ain't even really working in the same direction as you. Okay, you'll then love is blind, it'll take over your mind. What you think is love is really not. You better elevate and find, right? So this is like giving yourself to something that wouldn't be done for you, babe. Okay, better put that that energy to your self-love. Okay, because it lacks commitment anyway. Any real friend wouldn't participate in the tear down because of some split or some growth that you're going through. Okay, any real friend who can't accept that you need to change something for yourself is not a real fucking friend. Okay, so that's what I have for my air signs. Earth signs, pull up. Earth signs, pull up. Okay? Yeah, I'm not doing personal questions here. Okay? If you want to book a personal reading, you can go into my link tree in the bio. It will take you over to my website. Okay? All right. Let's just get these up so we can get into Earth. All right, all right, all right. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn to the front. Spirit, can you show me what does... Thank you for the gifts. Thank you so much for the heart, Mike. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Sometimes I don't see the gifts because I'm channeling. Please do, accept my apology and my gratitude, okay? It's not done on purpose when I'm channeling, And, I thank you guys so much. I greatly appreciate you, okay? Thank you, Queen. Thank you. I just missed the second name, Althea. Okay, thank you, Hope. Okay, thanks, guys. Listen, I just want to talk about the gentleman who was in here. All right, I know, like, it may seem like the readers should favor these people who come in and they're pouring their hearts out. But I want to tell you, we know the energy that's behind it. Okay? So when I stop answering somebody who's pulling the energy, know it's because I'm seeing something. I may not say it in the collective because I don't like to disrespect people. That's what I'm going to say about that. Okay? Spirit, can you show me what do my earth signs need to know? You felt the energy too, right? Dwell on what you love. And it says asking someone to change is like pruning a tree. Neither will ever be the same again. Scarier still is that you can't quite know in which new direction they'll grow. I wouldn't change a leaf on you. Don't change for anybody. Change for you. And don't try to change anybody else. Right? Thank you. And I'm going to tell you, even if somebody wanted, like, let's say they're, and I'm going to keep it a buck, earth signs. Let's say you were asking for something, and this person wasn't seeing that you were asking for something for whatever reason. Maybe they had a blockage of their own. And like fire, if you were to put a demand, I feel like this person, contrary to the person that fire was dealing with, would actually make the attempt. The problem is making that decision on their own. then they won't be able to sustain the change that's needed, and that will only lead to disappointment. Do you understand? So don't try to change them. Don't say, well, if they were only, if they could only get this, if they could do only that, then we would be perfect. Then that has to do with you falling in love with the potentiality of a situation rather than the reality of a situation. Not gonna hold you. Right? And this would be the reverse, the same thing, right? If you try to change to keep somebody in your life, but it's not really coming from you, they won't be able to maintain it because, you know, or you won't be able to maintain it because it's not really coming from you. You're just trying to do it. Okay, let's say you're a night owl. Your partner is a day person. And they're insisting that you go to sleep at 8 o'clock at night so that you can get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. You might do that for a week, but how long is that going to hold? You feel me? You got yeehaw here in reverse. When it comes to choosing who will be in your life, I recommend valuing their yeehaw quality above all others. Have it your way. Special orders don't upset us. And it's in the reverse. So you may have had a realization about something, Lucy Progresso, right? You might have had a realization about how something isn't giving you that fulfillment, right? And you may be wanting them to change something, or they want you to change something, but you both have to be on the mutual page because you can't force it, they can't force it. You realize, and it says, it sure is hard to get really angry at someone when you can think of all the reasons you love them, and you can. Right? The hardest thing to accept is that when you love somebody, you have no control of the, thank you for subscribing. When you love somebody, you have no control of how that love will be reciprocated. You don't have any control of that. You have control to, thank you for following, guys. You have control to choose to take your love and give it somewhere else if it's not reciprocated, but you don't have a choice in how it's reciprocated. You don't. It's just like when you have a child, okay? And that child grows up, you have no control over that child anymore. You don't. They're adults. You may always love them, you may always feel like they're yours, but it's, you have no control of that, okay? Thank you, guys. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you have here, honor thyself. Just curious, when was the last time you looked into a mirror and addressed yourself as gorgeous, magnificent, or sublime? It matters. Here's looking at you, gorgeous. Sign the universe, right? And then you might be judging yourself according to their response. Okay? So in other words, you could be saying, well, if they don't give me what I told them that I need, then that means that not only they don't love me, but that I'm not worthy of being loved. You're choosing to internalize that. You're choosing to internalize that their inability to do something because it hasn't come to their realization is now a judgment on you. And that has to do with so just like they might not be ready for something, thank you, Hope, you may not be ready to see. And that could be what Spirit is trying to show you. That because somebody is not ready to have the awakening that you are having about a situation, or they don't have the ability to give what you need or what you want, does not mean that you are not valuable. It does not mean that you are not lovable. It means this person's not capable of giving you what they don't possess. Okay, anything else for my earth signs before we go into the tarot? Time and love. You needn't worry. Crossed. You've been overthinking something. There's no one in your life who hasn't always loved you. They're all just learning how to show it. Big sillies, right? And somebody in your past, it could have been a parent, could have made you feel like they didn't pour enough into you. So this person not living up to something that you want is making you feel less than. But I'm going to tell you something, Earth signs. The reason why you're doing that is A, because of the first relationship, whether it was a parent or a lover, right? But then the second one is because you would rather blame yourself, because if you blame them and you say, well, they're just not capable, it's me who's staying here asking for this person to give me something they're not capable of giving, then once you have that realization, you have to change paths. So as long as you're concentrating on why they won't do it, you don't have to look at what they're not doing. You get what I'm saying? But why won't you? Like a kid, right? When you say, well, we can't go to McDonald's today, and they say, but why? But why? But why? But why? But why? But they're not understanding that the question is not why. Okay? They're not, and the gentleman that was in here, right? He wanted to know why, because that person doesn't want to give it to him. Period. And you can't force something outside of yourself. Thank you, Tamila. You can't. Right? So as long as we're on the why we can't have it, we're actually avoiding accepting the reality. Yeah, don't force. You can't force somebody to love you. So as long as you're like, why it's not happening, it's also so you don't have to say, oh, well, you know, it's not gonna happen, so now what? You see? Right? If I can't have that, right, then I have to find a way to give that to myself. If I can't have you, I don't want nobody, baby. If I can't have you, oh, right? So this is like a thing that you have in your head, like, but I gotta figure out why. I gotta figure out why. It doesn't make sense. Why not? It does make sense. Okay? It does make sense. You got to figure out why it's so imperative for you to get it from this particular person. Why do you feel it's missing in the first place? And why are you judging your worth by it? Y'all know I don't be over here giving light and fuzzy shits, okay? I tell you what the cards say. Okay? And I feel like, you know, Spirit isn't even doing this like in a negative way. Like, it's kind of saying like, you know, oh, you haven't seen me in a hot minute, love? It's kind of like saying, and the reality is this person doesn't have to change because you're still saying why? They haven't lost anything. I'm on Earth, okay? So they don't have to, because they haven't had to change anything because you're so busy trying to ask them why they're not ready, okay? Yeah, not finna let you do yourself like that, right? So here is Temperance. Look at this bird. I'm going to show you guys in a second. Look at this bird looking away, right? Has the symbol on his chest, Temperance, okay? Under healing, but can't understand that the healing is for them. Looking at somebody, are you healed? Are you healed? Are you healed enough to give me what I need? That is still outside of the self. You see how that bird is looking away from himself? He could be looking in the reflection of this water and see his own image, okay? And monitor his own self-growth, right? But he's not. He's looking somewhere else. Okay? Let's get the deck to clarify these. Spirit, why is the Temperance card out here for my earth signs? So you're out here. Okay, how do I heal something? How do I get this person to see what it is that I need? 10 of Pentacles, because we've built something and I've put too much energy into this and I don't want to start over. So the 9 of Swords, so you're in the anxiety. 5 of Cups, they just won't give me what I asked for. Spirit said, why are you giving them all the credit? You built half of this too, meaning you have the power to build it. Words, you are waiting, missing out on something. When the Queen of Cups, you can fill your own cup. Okay, High Priestess, stay silent, take your power back. Queen of Pentacles, do you think that this person doesn't rely on you? Because they do, but they don't have to take action. As the King of Wands, right? Because you're so worried about it. They know that nothing's going to change right now because you're still like the little kids who's saying, but why can't you do it? But why? But why? But why? Yeah, the foundation is usually what started things anyway. So if you just heal that part of the foundation that left the door open for a situation to happen, you have a better chance with or without this person of healing that hole. How about that? Okay, you got the 7 of Wands because while you're over there, why, right? The King of Swords is going to be resisting what it is that you want. And even if they attempt to do it in the short term, they're going to have trouble. Thank you guys for all the love. They're going to have trouble upholding that shit because, you know, they're doing it for ego. Like, well, I don't want Earth sign to cut me off, so I'll do this now, but they're not going to be able to hold it, right? Because they didn't have the realization for it, right? So if you was just concentrating on you and not chasing, right, you will see that this person will have their own realization. And if they don't, that just means that you've saved yourself from some fucking drama, the moon, right? And you could go within and heal that. Now let's look at this 4 of Swords that's here, talking about healing, and the Magician and the 10 of Cups, okay? And the 3 of Wands, wow, okay. So instead of worrying about why, 4 of Swords, heal yourself. Magician, you will see that you heal something much faster than you thought. Okay, 10 of Cups, it actually leads to happy life, happy wife, happy family, and the 3 of Wands in the future. Okay, because when you take away with the 2 of Pentacles, okay, when you realize that you're going in reverse, right? When you're going with the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, there's not another option to change this person's mind. You have to do your own situation and they have to deal with the consequences of their actions. Okay, with the 2 of Pentacles here in the upright now, right? 2 of Pentacles here, And the Nine of Wands, what ends up happening is by you taking your power back and saying like, well, I'm not even going to try to convince you. Fuck that. I'm going to worry about myself. What happens is they end up in the Two of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. Now they start to realize that has my stubbornness left me out in the cold? You see how they have to re-examine? Page of Wands. Did I take it too far? Resisting. Right? Knight of Pentacles. Okay? Because they were slow rolling you, or they were... like they were telling you, I'll do it, I do it, but they weren't doing it. Okay, so finally, if you were to actually stop asking why, right, shit would start to move in the appropriate direction, whether it's with or without this person, but this person will have a awakening. Okay, so the Queen of Cups, okay, it's over loving frequency, right? And the Seven of Wands, it's time for you to put up some healthy boundaries to protect your own heart, your own situation. And the Queen of Pentacles, okay, and know your worth, because, hi, honey. The Queen of Pentacles knows her fucking worth, and she's a step away from the Empress, okay? And once you step into that, okay, it wouldn't matter. You wouldn't be asking anymore why, because you would be more in the frequency of actually looking at offers and asking if they're good enough, not why you're not getting them. Okay, the Moon, okay? If you don't tap into what you really desire in your own worth, how you going to receive that, okay? King of Pentacles, and then your counterpart, Queen of Pentacles was here. The counterpart shows up, Eight of Wands, okay? That goes the communication. Two of Cups, right? So you need to align yourself first with what it is that you want. You know, they may not be capable, and this could just be a way of you stalling, having to start over, okay? But the Star is here for you to recognize how much power you have, and how, you know, you could even be with the same people and have a fresh start, but you can create a fresh start whenever you want. You don't have to wait for this person. If they're holding back, it may be because they're not capable. Go through your own death and transformation, okay? I feel like with the Six of Cups, this will determine whether they try to come back or not. But one thing for sure is you'll take your power back. All right. I feel like at first this person would be like, why, you know, why you're not arguing me or whatever? Because I've accepted that you're not going to give me this. I will go get it myself. Okay? Thank you for the lightning bolt, my love. Right? So you have out here family room, main female community. Anything else, Spirit? Last shuffle. Yeah, imprisonment crossed, right? So let's get a deck to clarify this. Oh, thank you, my love. Okay. So, family room and profession. Overload and illness. Let's say you were in a relationship where you lived with somebody. Let's say you started a new career with this profession or a home business. Maybe you're asking for them to help you out more because you feel overloaded, right? And then here, illness, like it's stressing you out. Okay, you trying to convince this person to understand what it is that you need is actually draining your fucking energy. Collaboration, you're just trying to get them to give to you equally, right? But you spend a lot of daydreaming on that. Okay? I feel like instead of trying to force them to see it your way, my way, you need to pull back, okay? And you know, it says your soulmate will know how to treat you. Not always, not maybe initially, but people will grow into situations that they really want. They'll make the effort, okay? So you have the main female and eternal love. That could be what you really want. You may have a vision of what eternal love looks like to you. They might have a different love language. Okay, calm, right? But you trying to extract this from this person and force your opinion or your way of thinking on them is going to push them away, earth signs. Okay, so relax, okay? Inducement, I feel like once you pull your energy back, this person will be like, but where, earth sign, where's my earth sign? Why they're not over here drilling me and do this and do that? It makes them nervous. Okay, community, spirit, why? Good news, crossed, okay, and the vow. All right, so now with this community, they were used to your support, okay? With the good news coming out crossed, okay? It's like all of a sudden, because you pulled your energy back, all right? Like they feel nervous, like there's change, but it's not change I'm familiar with, and I don't really like the way this feels, right? So vow, oh, I know what it is. I didn't do what I said I would do. I haven't fully committed to the change. Right? Even if they do at this point, you may feel sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world and the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. And for those of you who don't know that song, you know, go, everybody knows the song, but go listen to the words, okay? Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to be used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. Okay? This person's about to have a realization with their own fucking situation, why the fuck they move the way they do. And rather than you dealing with or trying to convince them why, what you need to be looking at is why you felt the need to do that shit anyway, because that's going to set you free. Okay? Because the imprisonment card, okay, is coming out here cross spirit. Why is that? Let's wrap it up. Gaia or gain here with marriage and memory, right? Nightmare and mask, right? So you're stuck or emotionally stuck, okay, because of what you wanted to grow with this person. They felt like home, okay, and you were waiting for some type of commitment, or you could have had the commitment with this person. Are we getting another spammer? Yeah, we're not doing that, okay? With the memory here. Okay, it's like you want it to be fulfilled in a certain way. Like you saw it, do I do a cord cutting? Yes, I can do a cord cutting, yes. If you want a specific type work, okay, you can always book a consultation with me on my website, and we can talk about what should be done in your individual situation. Okay, but with this this Gaia, the marriage and the memory, okay, I feel like you were looking a little ahead and what you wanted. Okay, my daughter's a therapist. She once told me something that I found very interesting, and I'm going to run it down real quick for you guys. Okay, if we have enough people in here already telling you to knock it off. So you're gone, sweetheart. Okay? But I feel like you wanted it to be a particular way. I feel like when it was going down, you saw further ahead than where it was. So in other words, let's say you moved in with this person, right? And the next love and marriage, what comes next but the baby carriage, right? So you could have been thinking like, well, we're here, so we're obviously going to go there. This person could have a different vision, okay? You could still be stuck in the but why, okay? But I feel like once you stop doing that and pull your frequency back, thank you guys for all the love, right? Then what happens is this person gets to see the realization of their situation. Thank you for the heart, for the hand heart, the glitter badge, all the gifts, guys. I appreciate you guys so much, okay? And the mask, okay? So they have to face themselves, okay? And how maybe they were staying in an energy to make them, maybe they didn't feel wanted in a way too. Boom. Okay? So by holding you off what you want and you desiring something from them and trying to get them to fulfill that, it makes them feel more wanted. But once you, yes, the water signs have been done. If you go over to the YouTube, it's up there. And if you pull back, right, even in your anger, that was still attention to them. But if you pull back and you withdraw, this person realizes like the fact that they've actually trapped themselves for the thing they want, okay? Because they were so busy resisting, right? And then I do private readings. All you have to do is go into the bio and you'll see the link for my website. You can only book on my website, lovelee.empress.com, okay? And I do not come into your chat and tell you I have a message and then charge you money, okay? Because if I had a message for you that Spirit gave me anonymously, I would just come in there and tell you the message and not charge you. So if they tell you that, it's fucking bullshit, all right? So I feel like this whole thing, you know, by you pulling your frequency back, somebody sees that you're a blessing, okay? But they have to stand in the storm first, okay? They have to stand in the storm. And I feel like you need to stand in stillness and stop asking this person why they won't give you what you want. And ask yourself, why are you still requesting something? Why aren't you trying to create something for yourself? And I feel like that will definitely move you forward to the path that you really should be on. Okay, we had a lot of interruptions today. I feel like there's a lot of people losing their shit. Okay? I think that there's a lot of people are losing their shit because they want what they want when they want it. Impulsivity, people pulling on people's frequency, just like they were trying to pull in here on the frequency, my frequency, to get their answers. This impatientness, this is the unraveling, okay? Try not to get in that frequency. Try to control, right? Because that's where the real growth is, all right? That's where the real growth is. It's not outside of yourself, it's in yourself, okay? So don't be distracted, all right? I'm wishing you all light and love, okay? And blessings on blessings, guys. Bye. All right. 1:22 on the clock. Bye, guys.